Welcome to this is going to be a special episode of Just Kicking It podcast. We had so many people on this one to preview the Premier League season. Let's jump in and talk about everything that's been going on for this year. We had a little bit of technical difficulty. We had my man Clint all the way. He came all the way from Zambia on the line, even though he's a Chelsea supporter. But it was super dope having him in the line. We have Rick, Liverpool fan down in Miami. Of course, B, Chelsea, and myself from Manchester United. But there's a little bit of technical difficulty with internet-wise going back and forth, but it was still a fun show. We definitely think y'all appreciate it and love what it is, but we just wanted to put that out there for y'all as well. And keep it moving. Shout out to all the Arsenal fans. I hope that y'all don't take this personal. It's just jokes, baby. It's just jokes. All right, welcome to another edition of Just Kicking It. We are back. We are back in here. We're going to have a packed house tonight. Premier League is in full effect. Shout out to everybody out there, all our listeners, man. People been showing love. Shout out to the Arsenal fans. They hit us up. I don't know if did you see the comments on the Arsenal post?
No.
They said our Instagram feed looks real Chelsea and Manchester United. Because I put up the bees celebrating. And they were like, and the next two was our wins. And then I put Liverpool's win up. And they were like, oh, so you just gonna put out loss? I was like, it was monumental, man. I gotta put it up.
Right. Yeah, hey man, welcome back everybody to the show, man. Full panel tonight, man. Premier League is back. Excited, happy to get into it, man. How y'all boys doing?
Man, it's good to go, man. Good to go. We got Ricky's in here. He's back, Liverpool fan. He's back in here. B, introduce your guest fan too.
Yeah, this the homie Clint from Twitter. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you at, man? Who you supporting?
This is Clement, Chelsea fan from.
Okay. You got the right club. What's going on in Zambia, man? What time is it over in Zambia right now?
Right now.
Oh snap!
Okay, hey, well, we definitely.
No, we appreciate you, man, for real.
Yeah, we appreciate you getting on at 1 a.m., man. That's dedication to the pod.
Hey.
All right, let's jump in, Lenny. B, go ahead and jump in, man.
Man, all right. So we got a laundry list of topics tonight, man. Really want everybody's feedback. We can kind of go round robin. I already know Rick. I know how Rick gives it up. So, we really want to hear your feedback. Let's start off. This is one thing me and D have been talking about. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Crystal Palace and Watford, they both seem to be going like with the Melanin Revolution. Kind of what I mean by that is they both put out at least 7 melanated outfield players, in the first game of the Premier League. Do you guys think a change is coming to the Premier League where, the melanated athlete, it's the new trend? Is that the new player?
I mean, the French league has already kind of been doing that, right? That was kind of like the French league's route is bringing those players up and then basically kind of selling them off to La Liga, Premier League, or Bundesliga. So maybe they like, let's get ahead of this. We can own all our own people and do it that way. I'm just thinking that might be the way they're looking, but it's going to be more melanated in general because there's more people around the world getting involved in football, so you're going to get more melanated people in general, period. But maybe it is revolution. I don't know. Rick froze up.
Look like Rick froze on us. We'll come back. Clint, what you got?
Okay.
There you go. Rick's back.
Okay, Rick, did you catch the question, man?
Yeah, hold on.
Well, go ahead, Clint.
Clint, what you think about it, man? Did you notice that?
Yeah, I think it was one of the things I personally found appealing with the Premier League. Like even about Chelsea, I remember the times I started watching Chelsea, there were like lots of African players like Drogba, Kalou. We had some other ones, even if they were French, but they are melanated, like Anelka, Malouda. We had other types. So like I found it appealing, and I always used to think that the Premier League was like it's what makes it the best league in the world, and you can't be one of the biggest teams in the world without a global fan base and a global incorporation of like players from all over the world, like the best players from all over the world. So I think the revolution, maybe it has been happening for a time, maybe it's growing more and there is more awareness of it right now, but it was one of the things I found appealing like from the beginning.
No, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, I find it appealing as well, man. Anytime you see people looking like you doing something that's, is fun, the beautiful game, it just makes you want to, play it, watch it, be a part of it, man, grow with this beautiful game. So yeah,
It was interesting is I would like to see more of the top flight clubs having a little bit more melanated, maybe. Like it's like especially in the French league, they'll be melanated all there, and then they got dispersed, amongst different squads. Like has there ever been a front? Because I know didn't Arsenal have a black midfield at one point in the '90s?
predominantly, I'm thinking of those invincible teams.
I think it was before. It was like in the mid '90s. I think they had all black midfield.
I remember some teams where they did roll out. I mean, like when you had Patrick Vieira.
Yep.
What's my guy with the glasses? I can see his face right now, but no, I know what you're talking about.
But I guess in theory, Manchester United is going to run out of a 3-man black front.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Those are things that I would like to see. It's everybody's trying to come to the Premier League. Period. I think that's just the thing. And the French league, you can go past the French league now and come straight to the Premier League and maybe play for Norwich and get your weight up.
Yeah, I want to see what Rick got on this. Rick, did you hear the question, man? No, you had a little technical difficulty.
No, little technical issues, man. Little technical issues. Run it back for me.
Yeah. Basically, we were saying, one of the things I noticed during the first round is kind of what I call the blackout. Crystal Palace and Watford, they both rolled out 7 melanated outfield players in the starting 11. And we're kind of saying, do you think that's a trend? In the Premier League, I think Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace is really trying to go the full athlete route. What do you think?
Well, think about this. Sir. Remember Patrick Vieira played on one of the darkest shade France that you've seen. Paul Pogba and him. Remember it was Vieira Maluda, all of them first. So maybe he's trying to bring some of that in. I don't know if it's a trend. Hope that it's a trend. We'll hope that black players get more opportunities than they have been getting, and that you recognize the talent. But I think from an overall perspective, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a trend. We just hope that it keeps up this way.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the future, see what comes in and what they bring in, but I don't know if it's a trend.
I almost look at it as a system. Like in baseball. You had Oakland, running Moneyball, where it was a system based on analytics, and it's kind of like in the Premier League, let's roll out or run a club based purely on top-notch athletes, not about how skillful the player is, and so that'll be something interesting to keep an eye on this
year. Yeah, so let's jump into the Premier League. Has jumped off finally. What did you all overall think about the weekend? The first weekend, everybody's respective clubs here took home a W in big fashions. Everybody here, club took big fashion. Shout out to the Arsenal fans. They're hurting right now. Like that's
yeah, man. On that Arsenal question, is it the official end of an era?
What do you mean? It's been over though. They haven't been to the Champions League since like 06 or something.
But now you really got to put the fork in it. I mean, this is a well done steak at this point. Well done.
On opening night. On a prime time, everybody's watching your game. It's not like it's like losing on Thursday night football and college football, like to like a small level team. For everybody to watch. It's the premier game. Everybody's watching you Thursday night.
Here's the question though. Is Arsenal still a Big 16? Would you think that Arsenal is still a Big 16? I mean, look at what they've done. I can't say that Arsenal's a Big 16. I don't even know they're worthy of the Champions League. So are you surprised that they lost? I'm not totally surprised that they lost to Brentford. I'm not
surprised that they lost.
Arsenal fans are up in arms, but let's face it, your team is.
Like I was just looking at the starting 11. I just saw this friend of mine put out the starting 11 as the game before the game started. I was like, bro, that's average. Like. At the Arsenal lineup and you look at a single player that you're scared of, like even if your team is out there facing Arsenal today, not a single player in that lineup will make you shake. Like, I don't want to face this player. Or like there's a Manchester United, you know that Bruno or Rashford can do damage to your team. You have Chelsea, you know that Timo Werner, even if he misses chances with just his speed, and you know that the Chelsea defense is strong. But with Arsenal, you won't look at a single player on the Arsenal lineup and go like, I don't want to face this player.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with Arsenal. Like, what do they do well? You know, what's their calling card?
And I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Arsenal fans saying Leno is the best keeper in the Premier League. Like, I mean, look.
Yeah,
yeah, Leno's not top.
Yeah, and some random dude just runs up and heads it in.
Yeah.
Like there's no defense on that.
Yeah, and shout out to Ben White who caused more than Varane. And they was out there saying he was the best Premier League defensive pickup. I was like, y'all spent the most, yeah, but Liverpool got Konate, we got Varane. Like, I don't know.
Here's my take on it, man. Even if they don't have 11 players that'll make you shake, right? You don't fear any of these 11. But what tactic are they using? There's no shape in this game. There's no formation in this game. There's nothing in this game. I'm like, you know, at some point you have to wonder, is this game going above, you know, because there's no tactics involved. There's nothing involved. I'm like, has something. Is there going to be a managerial shakeup before the end of the year? Might be.
Oh, yeah, I think you could easily see Arteta on the hot seat before Christmas. You know, what do you mean end of the year? I think Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, by Christmas he could be out of there, man. They look that bad. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Like you said, you know, I think everybody's correct here. The goalkeeping's terrible. The defense is slow and terrible. The midfielders don't have any kind of, you know, going forward. And the strikers are just, you know, out of touch, man. So, you know.
And every year they're like, man, we're a young team. I was like, but y'all front line is like 45 years old.
Yeah.
Like, no, for real, like is that and are in their late 30s.
Right. I think they're both on their way
Do they
out.
even want Arteta out, though?
You said, do they even want Arteta?
Is there any pressure on that guy right now?
Arteta?
Yeah.
It absolutely is pressure on Arteta. I think the clock is ticking on him so hard. Absolutely.
I mean, we're looking at a full rebuild for Arsenal. I mean, you mean Aubameyang's going to be gone, Lacazette's going to be gone. So you're basically going to build this team around Saka, right? Is that you're making around Saka and Smith Rowe?
Yeah, I think so. I think those.
You said have you heard about?
Listen, they had Wilcock and they let him go, right? They sold, and I thought he was a decent enough player to make that Arsenal side. I'm not going to say he's the greatest midfielder, but I think he's better than what they put on display against Brentford. It's quite the fact, but they sold him. So here's the key. Here's the thing. Even if you have Aubameyang, if you have Lacazette, and if you let them go, right, they intrinsically make your team better. They right off the bat make your team better. Aubameyang makes your team better. He was just in the race for the golden shoe, right? So he immediately makes your team better. And we know that he plays well with Lacazette. They do play well together. All right. When you get rid of that, what are you left with? What's remaining? What's remaining is what showed up at Brentford. And as simple as that, that's not good enough.
They couldn't. They're not gonna let Arsenal get relegated. Like I said, they're not gonna let them get relegated. That's too much money lost for the whole league. You'll see something random happen in that last game where it'd be a PK with 2 minutes left, and you'd be like, "How is it a PK?" Like, look here, man. I just call the calls, man. I just call what I see it.
It feels like deja vu, man. We're gonna be talking about this: how bad Arsenal is, what's gonna happen with the ownership. Is that the solution? Bringing in the new ownership, then you can bring in the new players, and that's how you revitalize a supposed top 6 club like Arsenal.
I mean, they need money. They need to spend some bread.
Hey, Clint, do you have anything on that? Do you be hearing about over in Africa? Arsenal and the I think it's a Nigerian billionaire that's supposed to be looking at trying to buy Arsenal for a long time. Do you guys be hearing anything about that over there?
Been quiet for a while. Isn't it the 55 guy now that's more making noise about trying to buy Arsenal? I think that story about Dangote has been quiet for a while.
I wish it'd be dope if a brother got this.
Dangote wanting to buy Arsenal for a while. I think that's been quiet. I haven't heard anything new come of that aside from the Spotify guy.
Oh, the Spotify guy. Okay. I didn't.
Oh, that's right. The Spotify guy was looking.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's to the point now where it's just. I guess Leicester City is taking their spot, right? Like that's the real big 6 now.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, Leicester's a good landing place now for somebody. Maybe you may not get no bread.
I agree.
But you front with you got Tielemans.
Here's the thing too. Yeah, they're a legitimate team, man. But here's the thing too. Here's the thing.
Boy, what you guys say again? You guys had kind of ran over.
Brendan Rodgers. We already believe that this is not his landing destination, his final team. He took the job at Leicester so he can make it into a big team, get back up. He was at Liverpool. We let him go. He got to rebuild. He has to come back. All right. Is Arsenal that destination? Does he think Arsenal is big enough? We're talking about that managerial shakeup at Arsenal, right? But who is out there? Nobody's out there. Now Leicester is a genuine Big Six team. They are. Let's face it. They are a genuine Big Six team. Over the last 3 years, they've been very consistent in finishing up there. So does he take the job at Arsenal or does he continue to develop at Leicester?
Oh,
good question, man. At this point, that history of Arsenal, man, is hard to argue against, but the stability that Leicester, has shown and provided, man, is hard to argue against as well, man. It's advantage push to me, man. That's a good question, Rick. That's a good question.
Hey, yeah, you gotta look at Leicester is. I mean, I just don't understand at this point what they're trying to do. Like Arteta, like, oh yeah, Arteta, give us some time. What about our academy? Like, but I mean, your academy is not doing much. That's not doing nothing about now. That's like saying your farm system for baseball is good. Like, well, I mean, don't worry, we got some Achilles down in AAA.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't mean you're gonna be able to sign them. It doesn't mean you have to sell them off. It doesn't mean, there's so many factors involved with that. Nobody would want to go to Arsenal right now. Like Madison from Leicester turned them down. Madison turned them down just from Leicester.
This hasn't worked, man. I think you got to have new ownership before you get a better outcome over there.
All right, let's jump into let's talk about this Messi thing, man. This thing shook the world. I don't even know. Do you guys remember any signing that shook the world this much? Especially when it was made.
I'm trying to think. Thinking about when Ronaldinho went to Barcelona. That was a big one. That was a big one that kind of shifted the landscape.
Is Neymar?
That's big.
Sorry about that. Was more of the price, though. Not really.
He said more of the price.
Yeah. Like, because it was impossible until PSG released that 220 million, is it? So that was like the big story about the Neymar deal. Okay, I'm not underestimating his ability or anything, but Messi is like 6 Ballon d'Ors, like it's not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, it really helped us out keeping Pogba, because they ain't gonna have no bread. So I was fine with that. I want total chaos at this point. I want everybody to just be signing people for no reason, just to drive the money. Let's just drive all the money to go. That's why I want the bread to be dried up. He ain't got nowhere else to go but just sign back with us for whatever for big money.
I think that he stays put. I think that is I think you're right on that, D. That worked out in your favor. But I don't know, man. Knowing Pogba, man, and his agent, what is it, Areola?
Riola.
If Bayern Munich came calling, I think Pogba could leave.
Did you see him
I could. It's crazy enough he might go for it.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know about Germany.
He's too flashy for Germany.
I don't know.
Our Munich fans are pretty, stilty.
I don't know about Germany. I can see PSG, but I can't see Germany. I can see PSG, but I can see PSG.
Don't sleep on Byron.
Barcelona ain't got no money. Barcelona, they ain't got no money.
Right. They're doing a youth movement.
Let's be real. Barcelona has no money. There ain't nobody going there. Yes, yeah, Madrid maybe, but again, I think the thing that everybody sees at Madrid, where Madrid is just this big destination, I think that's over. I think that light is dimming. Could he come back? Probably, but I think PSG is that destination now. When you look at what PSG has created and who's at PSG, why wouldn't Pogba want to go to PSG? You got Gino Wijnaldum there. You got Marco Verratti there. They need somebody else. He can step into that role and be more advanced because Wijnaldum and Verratti both play deeper. So he could be advanced. And who's in front of him? Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar? Like, it could happen.
But, I'm calling the police then at this point because we got to talk about some financial fair play at this point. If that, we got – we got to stop this, gentlemen. If they stop Pogba, we got to stop this.
No, that's the perfect segue, man. Like, how can PSG and Manchester City, if they pull off Harry Kane, what is FIFA fair play? Because how is it possible? What you got, Rick?
Man, this whole financial fair play is a joke. Remember, City already got caught up and somehow got off. I'm like, come on, man. Everybody knows you're spending more than you're making. You need corporate sponsorship. You need all these things to offset that, right? So that's the whole point of it, is that your income matches your expenditure, right? But City, where is their income? How many City fans do you actually know?
I've never met one in my life.
Right? Can City fill a 60,000 seat stadium with their own fans? You see what I mean? Like, so financial fair play is nothing but a joke at this point. Like, they just bought Grealish for $100 million in COVID. Everybody's over here like, oh, COVID has affected our finances. We were going to furlough staff, and yet City has $100 million put down just to go buy Grealish and still chase Harry Kane. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Liverpool hasn't bought anybody. We bought Konate for $30 million, and now they're like, we're like, well, maybe we need somebody else. And they're like, yeah, we need somebody else after we get rid of everybody else.
Right.
We ain't getting nobody till we sell. That's how financial fair play should work. City's just cruising. City's just spending whatever they want to do.
But aren't Barcelona?
It's a joke to me.
Aren't Barcelona and Real Madrid the cautionary tale of being just spending cash? Like, this is what we see, the backdrop, because Barcelona and Real Madrid. And I really think the Barcelona's really trying to keep up with Real Madrid spending. So, like, okay, well, dang, they spending bread over there. Okay, Real Madrid, we want you, we're going to get you. And we're seeing the drawback with that now of not being financially, fiscally sound with your moves and not just signing everybody. They got 2 or 3 cats on Real Madrid on the bench making 200 pounds a week. Shout out to Gareth Bale, one of our favorite players. What's your boy from Chelsea? He's on the bench too. He's getting paid. That's because they wanted to get him. So City and then have to watch out for that. I think that's a cautionary tale, La Liga.
Yeah, I mean, I think what it's proven is not a sustainable model. Where basically maybe you gotta choose your 10-year run, and you're gonna have your flash in the pan. And then it's going to be some, cold, dark winter that comes.
Is that what's happening for Barcelona? Is that what Barcelona's going to go through?
That's where Barcelona is. It's like the nuclear winter, and they're just trying to start over, man, like at an organism-based level. So it's crazy.
I think their salary system, how they pay their players, I think it's just all out of whack. I mean, if you look at what they were paying Messi, that's crazy to me. You're talking 600,000 pounds a week, right? This is ridiculous to me. And you got to believe that there are other cats on there earning 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. Philippe Coutinho is still there. He's making bank, and he ain't even playing Barcelona. So it's all this money. And yeah, don't get me wrong, Barcelona has tons of revenue because they got tons of revenue, but at these crazy salary prices, you're outpacing your revenue.
But do they have this revenue still, Rick? But Rick, do they have this revenue coming up with losing Messi? Does that revenue go down out the window? Your revenue comes from having the best player in the world.
So with their revenue, I think it's yeah. But how many jerseys is Messi still selling at Barcelona? You get what I'm saying? Compared to what they're paying to bring everybody else in. When you're paying 150 million for Philippe Coutinho, how much jerseys does Messi have to sell to cover that? Because Coutinho jersey sales is not going to cover his price.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
so at what point does Messi, you might pay Messi and you might get that glamour, but at what point does it outpaces? It's going to outpace.
Are we looking at the downfall of the La Liga? Is this the end of La Liga for a while?
I think it's early to say. It's early to say. I kind of feel like you had that, proverbial fork at the road where it could go one or two ways. I mean, new ownership, cash investment, they could bounce back. But it could also, go into that kind of nuclear winter, man, where the teams just shrivel up and die. Like, who's really watching La Liga, man? And like that ESPN TV contract deal, we were talking about that, man. Like, that's looking like some bad business right now.
I'm telling you, there's a clause in. I guarantee you, there's a Messi clause in that of like, hey, if Messi leaves, y'all ain't getting that same bread for this ESPN contract.
The numbers change because of Messi. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it. But we've been saying Barcelona and Real Madrid been falling off before Messi left La Liga. We were like, look at their Champions League play. Like, were you like, man, Real Madrid is up there getting dog walk? Was it Man City with dog walked them with 1 year by like? No, it was Barcelona got dog walked by Man.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's with Messi. Like, I mean, and you know what's so funny? I had a joke. Shout to Double D, couldn't make it on. I was like, you know who's the happiest that Messi left? Was Griezmann. Now it's my squad. You can see Griezmann like, no, I got us. I'm gonna put us on my back. Like, don't worry, we'll be fine.
Hey, you absolutely right about that, because I think if Messi stayed, Griezmann was trying to force a move out.
He was trying.
Yeah, he was trying to get out.
Yeah, he was like, no, I got us. Don't worry, I got us. It's like on remember on Above the Rim where the dude was like, man, Bombers championship. I got us. I'm the point. That's Griezmann. Like, don't worry, Messi ain't here, man. We got this. We can at least win La Liga. And I'm like, can y'all? I'm interested to see them in Champions League. We get the Champions League draw next week, too.
Is it next week?
Next week, next Tuesday.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. So next up, man, let's talk about your Liverpool boys, Rick. Are y'all serious contenders without spending on money?
Yeah. Yes, I will say yes. For the simple fact is, I think address the issues that we faced last season. With Konate coming in, that helped. Players will play in their correct positions. Something we brought last time. Players will play in their rightful positions. You won't see Fabinho playing center back anymore. And I think having players play these positions, I think having that is going to make Liverpool a contender. Having Virgil van Dijk back is not just important because he's world class. He's one of the best defenders in the world, but the leadership that he brings to the pitch, he's not going to sit there and let Liverpool fail. He's not going to sit there and make the back line break down. And with everybody healthy and kicking on, let's face it, Mane, Firmino, Salah, Jota, it's a formidable attack. It is a formidable attack. We can score goals. As you saw in that first week, we can score goals. That's never a problem. Our problem wasn't scoring goals. Our problem was our cohesiveness. And I think with the back line back and with everything back, I think you'll see a better Liverpool going forward. And I think we have what it takes to challenge. Would I like to see upgrades? Would I like to see other players come in that might be, fit the system better or be a better version of what we have? Yes, just like any other fan on any other team, they want to see us make purchases, right? But given the fact that we are where we are with what we have, I think we can still make a run. You see what Tottenham did to City today. Tottenham didn't get anybody of any consequence. And you see what they did to City with their 100 million Grealish. So I think, yes, based on these factors, I think, yes, Liverpool has a good chance.
All right.
That's 100.
All right, B, you're sitting there and looking like on the show, shaking your head.
Yeah. Before I even start, tell the bartender I want to have what he's having, because this guy is absolutely lost the plot. Let me explain what's going to go on here. I've thought about our rivals, and a lot of the things that you said, Rick, it sounds pretty good, man, and it sounds like I've heard it all before. Everybody's back, healthy, back in position. Okay, let me tell you how the cookie's going to crumble, though. Salah, I mean, what a talent. We all love Salah, right? He's already looking at, talk about Real Madrid. That's how they're going to try to bounce back, D, is by plucking Salah away from Liverpool. Him and Mane are already bumping heads. It looks pretty good. This opening weekend. That's a problem. Then Jota and Firmino for that center forward role. Those two are starting to clash. We all know the Premier League is always like a soap opera for men. So these are the relationships and the underplots that are going to develop over the season and will ultimately be the reason why Liverpool will be fighting for a top 4 berth. That's where I see it.
Hey, you said top 4? Okay, well.
Has been going to Real Madrid for the last 3 years. Every year, Mohamed Salah is going to Real Madrid. Every year, it hasn't happened yet. But every year, he's going to Real Madrid. He just, now we're locking all our players down to long-term contracts, Salah included. He ain't going to Real Madrid no time soon. And even if he does, it's a simple shift of personnel. Jota comes in. We got Harvey Elliott, the young kid coming in. We got people. We got Takumi Minamino. We got the personnel to move pieces around up there. And the front of the park is not my concern. I'm not concerned about the front of the park. I'm not concerned about the Jota Firmino battle because Jota could play wide too. And you can shift Mane to the right if Salah leaves. Jota plays on the left, Bobby through the middle. So I'm not concerned about what you're concerned about. My concern was the middle of the park where Fabinho, who is one of the best center backs, best defensive midfielders in the world, is now playing center back. I don't want that. I want Fabinho to play where Fabinho plays. And you see, yes, the first game was great, but the run-in that made Liverpool finish third was when we had a lot of pieces back. Fabinho didn't have to play center half again on that run-in. And we won the last 5 games to take number 3. Keep that in mind. We look like the Liverpool of old on the run-in.
Yeah.
First game shows what we got. I think going forward, you're going to see a whole different.
I think you better also
Just
keep
saying.
an eye on Trent Alexander. I can see him going to Manchester City.
Man, we got to stop this. We have to. If they get Trent Alexander, we have to stop this. Period. We have to figure out as fans. I think the fair play act thing is worse than the Super League idea. Like, we can't just let cats do this.
Right.
We gotta be like, yo, come on, fair play. This ain't fair play. It's just money play, and it's all good. If it's no fair play, let it be known then. Like remember when Snoop was on the Source Wars, he was like, well, let it be known then. I'm in New York, let it be known then. If we ain't fair play, then let's just go spend bread. Let's just everybody go spend bread.
Let it be known.
Yeah, let it be known then. So let's do a round robin. My top 6
Let me know.
for Premier League this year. B, I will let you go first with your top 6 for this year.
Wow. All right. Top 6. I'm going to ruffle some feathers here.
You gonna start from 6? You gonna make it dramatic and start from 6?
So I'll start from 6 and work my way up. So at number 6, I got Everton showing up.
Hey, man, I met Everton.
And then I like Liverpool coming in.
Wow.
5 Liverpool. Leicester City making another push. 4 Manchester United. 3 Number 2 Manchester City. And of course the top dog. We're gonna lift every trophy this year. We set up to win everything. You know what I mean?
I don't know, B. I know. I'm actually I do pick y'all to win the Premier League, so I'll do mine right quick.
My top 6.
So my top 6, I have Leicester City at 6. 5, I have so Leicester City at 6. 5, I actually have Everton, man, at 5. 4, I have Liverpool. 3, I have my Manchester United. 2, Man City. 1, Chelsea.
Okay, B-Fry. Finally, baby. Finally coming to the right.
I'm only picking that just for I can potentially be in December saying 21 and 22. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Just for I can just maybe put some salt on the game and maybe, but no, I really do think Chelsea is going to be good. I think only thing I think about Chelsea is that is this Lukaku thing really going to work out?
Oh, yeah.
That's my thing, And I feel the only reason he's going to Chelsea is to get back at Man U. That's my personal feeling. Like I feel like that is a personal thing. We'll see when we play each other. I guarantee you he's gonna go out hard.
Oh yeah.
I feel it's a personal thing because he let Martial take his spot.
Yep, they really did. They did him wrong. They did him wrong at the end. They really did.
So I really think this is more about us than it is y'all. But no question, definitely wants to play for a team that was in that won the championship. But I think it's about really digging in on us on top of getting some more medals. All right, Rick, your top 6 for this year.
I'm not so nice. I'm not going to put Chelsea at number 1 at all. I don't think Lukaku is the answer to their problems. He's just going to be a Belgian Tim Werner. That's how I look at it. I ain't even sweating that. Chelsea has a good squad, yes. My top 6, I'm going to go from top down because I got Liverpool number 1 because I have to. And I got Man City coming close second. I'm going to go with Chelsea at 3. It's a tough one, too. I just think Ole at the wheel, there's always a chance to crash. Ole at the wheel.
Here we go.
I think Brendan Rodgers and Leicester United. I could be United. I could see Leicester being 4, United 5. For number 6, number 6 is going to be tough. Listen. Ole's at the wheel. Anything can happen. But number 6, I'm going to say Tottenham because I like Nuno. I think Nuno is going to bring it off. So I think Tottenham is either going to finish 6th. But that 4, 5, 6, they could flip-flop anywhere. But I think 1, 2, 3 is already set. I think it's Liverpool, City, Chelsea. 4, 5, 6 can go anywhere.
You know what? 21 and 22. Let's get it started, man. Let's go. 21 and 22 for Manchester United. Y'all, the disrespect that's happening right now for Manchester United is getting ridiculous here, fellas. We had just added Varane. We're getting Lindelof off the field. That alone should get us at least 10 more points. That's 10 points. No. Lindelof is 10 points by himself by 9 points. Not Jadon Sancho, just getting Lindelof off the field. It could have been you, Rick, and I would have said we had 10 more points that we would have gained from not having Lindelof there. It's just that we needed, all they needed, like perennial center back to make the job done. I think he's got pictures of like Ole's wife or something. He's bringing the donuts every day. He must be the most team person ever for him to consistently play for Manchester United and to start center back. And then if you watch the Leeds game, the sense of urgency from him playing in that game, because they brought Varane out at the beginning of the game, the crowd was going crazy. He's walking around looking like the Joker, like wait they get a load of me. And he was out there playing a rat. Lindelof is everywhere. He knows it's his last game. So with that being said, I'm going back. I'm redoing my top 4, my top Manchester United 21 and 22. Let's go 21-22. 22 because the mathematics for us to win, I've done the mathematics on it. We sweep everybody at the bottom and we just split with y'all. We got it. Boom. We good.
I know you guys will fizzle out at some point.
Y'all keep saying that, but we came in second last year.
Yeah, listen, man. Broken clock is right twice a day. You know,
y'all keep saying that, and we keep shining. We keep moving up. We keep shining.
I think you guys are going to actually reverse and probably end up.
You're telling me with the addition of Jadon Sancho, with the front line of Sancho, Rashford, and Cavani, we're going to go backwards?
Pogba and Sancho will have some sort of fallout, and that's going to be the rip right there.
No. Sancho's solidified because that's Rashford's boy.
We'll see.
They homeboys. They're going to be on both sides. And then Greenwood coming in the middle to fill in. And then we have Martial looking like he's in the Natural Born Killers movie, ready to handle business.
Hey, and can you put Martial up on the screen, man?
No. It looked like he in the Natural Born Killers. He looked like Ice Cube and them in the Natural Born Killers video. Hold on, I'm going to share this for everybody.
Yeah. The reason why I put him in the notes with that picture
put up on the screen.
Is you're never ever supposed to trust a black man with no facial hair. You know what I mean? Like this dude.
And I ain't talking about the record label.
What's going on with your boy, man? What's going on? I can totally see he's gonna mess with Pogba's old lady or something's going on.
Well, no, but he been to some problems. You got jammed up by some Instagram model. Martial did. Talked about that. He got jammed up by the Instagram model. So he went through some things with his family. He had to bounce back. It's just like a woman where they cut their hair and everything to try to be refreshed and new. That's Martial right here. He's coming out focused, baby. Man. He knows this potentially is his last year. He knows.
Hey Rick. When I saw this guy at the game against Leeds, I said, okay, this is the guy that's going to sink the Manchester United ship. This guy right here. Look at this character, man. Come on.
No, it's not happening. Look. No, it's not. He's going to be fine, man. He's refocused and rejuvenated. Yeah. And if I'm Manchester United, I'm starting him against Lukaku and then let him know, like, I have your spot.
No. And I think he is a guy that could potentially Martial, and there could be a landing place. Definitely could.
Well, Rick, you talking about Jadon Sancho?
I don't know what Jadon Sancho really. I don't know what Jadon Sancho really brings that's not already at United. He's great talent. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's where United had the majority of their problems. I think an invisible Paul Pogba and everybody behind Paul Pogba. Let's face it, Fred is a cartoon character, man. I don't know too many
Once again,
Freds
it's
that
no
are like
Lindelof. We don't know how good
I
Fred
think
and
this is
McTominay are, Rick. We don't know how good Fred and McTominay are because Lindelof is so bad. Everybody's got to sit back and protect him. So we really don't know how good they are. So I'm willing to run them out for the first half of the year to see what we have with Varane up front, where they don't have to worry about.
No, but we saw for the Copa America, right? We saw for the Copa. We saw for the Copa America, and he wasn't that great. I think United's problem was not at the front of the pitch; it was dead in the middle.
Right, and that's because of limited stand. This is the whole thing.
Hey man, that's the one area that if you guys made a big splash.
Man, I hope Lindelof can watch the podcast.
Man.
Oh,
I mean, look, this is the thing. I'm telling y'all, our front three is the best. Honestly, Rick, we're trying to, in some ways, have the Liverpool feel with the front three. But even better to me, a better version of the front three to me, because I feel Edison Cavani is better than anything y'all can put at y'all center forward position at this point. Edison Cavani is ridiculous right now. That old man is out here living.
Better than my front three. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, D, because at least Firmino will check back and help on the defensive side as well. Cavani ain't checking back at all.
No, we don't need him to, though. We good with that.
I don't know about that.
But Edison Cavani's, who are you scared of on a set piece? You playing Man U on a set piece, you're looking like, where's Edison Cavani at? Somebody grab him.
Oh, you got to know where he is. You definitely got to know where.
Yeah, and then you have Jadon Sancho. Like, look, and then let's not hate on the man, Luke Shaw. Look, this squad is. I'm not saying I don't know if we're going to necessarily win it all. I do want 21 and 22, but y'all sitting there really going ridiculous with the Man U hate though. This is getting ridiculous though. That's why I had to rechange my rankings because y'all don't want to be realistic. I was being realistic in my original rankings. Y'all just hating. The hate was just strong. I was at least being realistic.
Oh man, I absolutely love it, man. This has been a great episode of the pod, man. I got my money's worth, man.
Yeah.
So Rick, let everybody know where they get you up at, man.
Hey yo, y'all can catch me on y'all can catch me on Twitter at Ricky41. Y'all can catch me on IG. You can even follow the hashtag on IG. It's hashtag Chef CHEFAWERK. Chef a work. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then in Miami, go down and get you some food from Rick in Miami, y'all, Miami.
Yeah, hey Rick, I'm gonna be out there in Florida soon, man. So I'm gonna have to come see you on that, man, for sure. And definitely thank you, man, for joining the pod today. It's always a pleasure to have you on, man. Your perspective and the jaded perspectives are always welcome here. Always got a home here. But you guys can always hit me up at Phoenix Piffle. Love the interaction, man.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I need to switch it up, man. But since I'm almost checking out of Dallas, I think I'll roll out something new when I hit Tampa.
Okay. And make sure y'all hit up the IG page, Just Kicking It Pod. Shout out to everybody that's on there. All the Arsenal fans getting mad that we put up the bees having their happiness. Arsenal fans, quit hating and just love what's going on. As the great DMX says, stop being greedy and get to the meat.
Yeah.
My ribs are touching, so don't make me wait. Peace.